paper. And of course, I'm using PowerPoint, as is obvious. And then I'm going to add sort of a third offense here, and that is I'm going to make liberal use of a person who used to be my research assistant, but he's rapidly morphing into a co-author. And that's Daniel Dillon, who's sitting right up here at the front, in the front row. I wish that I could say that Dillon's my Cornell research assistant, but he actually works with Jamie Galbraith over at the LBJ School. But we came to know each other and work together over at the Century Foundation. In any event, then, the paper that I'm presenting to you, or that Daniel and I are presenting to you, actually I can see it here, is called Income Inequality and Market Fragility, and Some Empirics in the Political Economy of Finance. So essentially, what we're going to try to do is corroborate the presence and operation of a particular mechanism that we think might account for what appears to be a statistically significant correlation between income concentration on the one hand and market volatility and fragility on the other hand. And by market fragility, I don't mean only financial market fragility, although as we'll see that figures prominently. I mean macroeconomy or macroeconomic fragility, macroeconomic volatility or dysfunction. All right. So I'm going to begin, if I can, let's see here. Here we go. Yeah. So just two sort of quick graphics before I begin, just to kind of give you a rough feel for sort of what the correlation is that we think is out there and that we're going to try to explain by reference to this particular mechanism. So this particular chart, as you can see, and this is sort of widely observed by quite a few folk out around 2008 or so, is that shortly before the market crash of 1929, income concentration levels here in the States had reached rather dramatic measures, right? Rather dramatic proportions, and you can see that here in the graph, right, over to the left of the graph. Then, as it happened, around 2008 or so, 2007, 2008, shortly before our most recent episode, those inequality measures had reached similar numbers, right, to what had been reached in 1928, right? So the natural thought then is, well, is this a coincidence, right? Is it merely an accidental correlation, or is there some sort of dynamic that accounts for it, that sort of explains why it might indeed be more likely that you would see significant episodes of financial fragility, volatility, and broader macroeconomic fragility and dysfunction after a buildup of inequality, right, or wealth concentration and income concentration across an economy. So we thought, well, that's probably right? So these are two episodes, and one more preliminary graphic. Here, again, you see sort of income and wealth concentration trends on the one hand in blue, and then you see significant episodes of financial volatility that we'll sort of, I'll try to define in an operational way in a bit, but I promise not tediously. And you can see, although there's not a sort of a classic, sort of a slam dunk sort of 1-1 correlation, there does at least provisionally or preliminarily appear to be some kind of correlation here. Right? So that encouraged us to say, to sort of look further to see if indeed this might be a significant correlation, for one thing. And then two, might there be some mechanism that you can point toward that would account for it, that would sort of explain why such a correlation would tend to be found. Okay. Well, as it happens, other people, not surprisingly, none of you are